Hello, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women unleash her and start creating her dream life by design. Today, of course, is another episode of Mindset Mondays, which I'm all about harnessing the power of our most valuable asset, which is our mind, so that it works for us instead of against us. If you missed an episode of Mindset Monday, of course, you can go catch up on all the previous episodes on my YouTube channel, which I am Journey to Best Me on YouTube as well. And once again, this is Monday, Mindset Monday, all about helping you harness the power of your most valuable asset so that it works for you instead of against you, and creating your dream life by design. And today I want to talk about, I think I've mentioned it before, but I want to talk about too much information or information overload, especially this day and age. And I know you're probably wondering, like, what they're going to do with mindset. Well, several things, but this day and age, this information galore, all all over the place. On the internet is just, that's information overload right there, and so much. And then there's TV, there's radio, of course, there's friends, family bombarding you with information, or you're seeking information. Um, if you follow me, or like I say, on my channel, I did a video about desperation is not a good look. And what that was all about is when you're desperate for whatever you're searching or wanting, it causes us to more than likely make choices that are not in alignment with our higher good. And of course, this information that we have, where we're running here for this information, we're running here because we're desperate. Or also, when it comes to information and our thoughts, I read somewhere a while back, we get, I think it probably almost 90 some thousand thoughts a day. Just imagine. I think it was in between 80 to 90 some thousand thoughts a day, I would say. And just imagine how many thoughts that is per day running through your mind, as well as not only those thoughts, but if you're clogged up with information and you're not releasing that or letting it go and capturing your thoughts, capturing your ideas, which I'm a big fan of journaling, always have been for years. But if you're not capturing that, you're not also making room for new ideas, for new information to come in, to be receptive. So I want to caution you about information overload, because it can impact your mind. It can impact your conscious as well as subconscious mind, especially the information that you're getting that's negative. That's why I talked about in previous videos about limiting your time, limiting your interaction with a lot of negativity. If you pretty much, I'm sure by now, of course, we know the biggest one is news. It's so much negativity on the daily news. I think I just turned on my TV actually in about a month, briefly today, as of recording this day, right, this video. As of this day, I think it's been about a month since I've actually turned on my TV, watched TV, and I would watch the program, and then I quickly was like, okay, now I got to turn this off, and that's what I did. I turned it off. But I'm not a big TV watcher to begin with. But I've also, in the past, have made it a point to disconnect from TV, and I stopped watching the news pretty much a long time ago. If I look at the news, it's to really catch the weather, because there's so much negativity. And of course, on social media, the internet, so much negativity, and you have to be careful when you're on there, especially personal use. I've been guilty of getting caught up in looking and going and checking on this, checking on that, and it's a distraction for one, But then also when you start reading the comments and the posts, some of it's a lot of negativity. Some of it's good, a lot of it's good, but also there's a lot of negativity. So if you're constantly feeding into that, feeding into the posts, feeding into the comments that's full of negativity, that is hindering or going into your mind, your conscious as well as subconscious mind, if you're doing that, repeating that over and over. And if, of course, if you continue to surround yourself or interact, or that's your daily, become your daily habit, daily practice, then it limits you, of course. And guess where you're going to be, because you've been feeding or allowing all that negativity to come into your head space and heart space. Guess what you're going to be? If you started off being positive or kind of been straddling the fence, you're going to go back to the negative side. So that's why I say, if too much information or information overload does affect your mind, your mindset. It does affect your your thinking, as well as your words, your actions, your feelings. It does affect. So also, not only that information that you encounter or allow yourself to take in every single day, if it's filled with negativity, work on changing that, limiting that, or eliminating it altogether, if that's possible. Sometimes check your, like I said, if you're watching too much TV, if you're on social media way too much, and it really doesn't have anything to do with your business, if you're in business, but if you get on there and you find yourself just spending hours on social media, and especially a lot of the negativity that's out there, you want to limit that, as well as and or eliminate it if at all possible, but most definitely limit it, because that you're taking all that in. And like I say, with the numerous thoughts, and if you're not releasing it, if you don't journal, if you don't let that go, release that negativity, it builds up, of course, and it's going not only in your conscious mind but your subconscious mind, which is the driver. So if you follow me, I've said this before and I will continue to say it. Our minds are our most valuable asset, so we have to protect it every single day. We have to feed it with positivity. We also have to make room, not only that, for information overload. We have to release that. Like I say, one of the biggest ways to releasing all that you've captured, your thoughts, your feelings, is journaling. So if you don't journal, I strongly suggest that you start today, so that you can release that and make room for new thoughts, new ideas, new suggestions, because those new ideas, guess what, if you're spending that time with you, that alone time, I mentioned it before, that's what you call that inspired action, those ideas. So you capturing those, and you can come back to those, or you can take action on those. You decide, is it something you can take action on right away, or you decide if it's something that, hey, I really like this, I want to come back to it, but I want to capture it here. So information overload, and not only that, declutter, declutter the information. A lot of us, especially when it comes to social media and with Facebook and the numerous groups out there, I saw someone actually had sent me a friend request a while back, but the person was like in over 100 some groups. I'm like, why are you in 100 some groups? That is just crazy to me, because if being in that many groups, you're not getting anything, or you're jumping here and there and jumping here and there. So I'm like, why are you in this many groups? So eliminate not only the groups from Facebook and so forth, as well as the friends. Check your people that your friend requests, see what they're posting. But also, if you signed up, there's a lot of free stuff, free training, free material, free information. Get yourself off of some of those email lists if you've gotten on to those email lists, because you're bombarded with that information every single day. So that's some of the things you can do to decrease the information overload and move yourself away from information overload, so that you can continue to harness the power of your most valuable asset, your mind, our minds, and so that it works for you instead of against you. Once again, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women unleash her and start creating her dream life by design. Stay tuned for another episode of Mindset Mondays.